Starting a YouTube channel is not as easy as you think. A few months ago, I decided to give it a try. I did it because I wanted to share my experience and my opinions about the topic I care about: personal finance, personal development, career, and business. And I also wanted to try my hand at passive income with the YouTube monetization program. I don't really like the term passive income because there's no such thing, and you quickly find out why in a minute. It is a term that was invented by marketers to sell products. Well done on them, because it worked. The only true passive income that exists is the return you get from the market, through vehicle like S&P 500 for example. However, I don't think that the partnership YouTube offers is brilliant. You make good enough quality content that people want to watch and you get paid in return. Isn't that marvelous? So it's up to the creator to sharpen his skills to create captivating videos. The more eyeballs you attract to your video, the more people stay on YouTube. The more people stay on YouTube, the more YouTube gets paid and stay relevant as a platform. The more YouTube gets paid, the more you get paid. YouTube mainly makes money from adverts. So businesses who want to promote their product pay YouTube so that YouTube can push the advert to the right kind of people. So make the kind of video that people want to watch so that they can stay on the platform longer. Then YouTube algorithm will notice it and push it further to the right kind of people. And this is where things become tricky. So the big question becomes, how do you go about making such videos? There are only 6 criteria that matters when it comes to achieving this successfully. Make a great thumbnail because this is the first thing that people see on their feed when they scroll on YouTube. Find an amazing title because that's what gets people to actually click on the video. Build a great hook because that's the deciding factor for the audience to continue watching your video after they click on it. Provide valuable content. Would they leave that video knowing something that they didn't know before? Or would they leave that video entertained? Or would they leave that video with an information that they can apply on a daily basis in their life? Then repeat the above consistently over a long period of time. That's it. There's nothing else. That's the big secret. Now, how does one go about creating a great thumbnail? How does one go about creating a great title? How does one go about building a great hook? I guarantee that if you answer these questions successfully, you will win on YouTube. Those are million-dollar questions which can only be answered by learning new skills. And learning this is a lifelong journey because even the top YouTuber are still trying to improve this area. That's why when they get to a point where they have a sizable audience, they hire expert team who will focus on each of those areas so that they can maximize the quality of the content that's being put out on YouTube. But you and I don't have to worry about that just yet. We still have a long way to go. The skills involved in answering the above questions are numerous. It is a whole different ball game, especially for someone who is a professional. You need to learn how to come up with interesting ideas. The type of idea that will intrigue people's curiosity. It takes me about 10 minutes to do this. That's just because my niche is pretty much defined. I know what I want to talk about and I just focus on it. For other people, it might take a day or it might even take a week depending on what you want to talk about and depending on the amount of research that needs to take place for you to produce a good quality content. You need to learn how to script and more importantly, learn how to structure it in a way that it makes sense. It has to flow effortlessly. I always thought I was a great improviser. That's still true in real life, but that doesn't work on YouTube. I'm terrible when I'm in front of a camera when it comes to improvising. I find myself mumbling in some of my sentences, as you can clearly see on this video. And if there's one thing I hate, it's wasting the audience time, because I don't like my time to be wasted. So going forward, I decided to script all my video to the T, top to bottom, just to make sure that I get to the point quickly. This takes me about 10 minutes to a week, depending on how inspired I am about the topic I want to discuss. You need to learn about what gear to pick, depending on your budget, and slowly improve it over the time, because, believe it or not, production value matters. But do not use gear as an excuse for not starting shooting content. I shot my first 5 videos with my iPhone 11. You can check out my gear in the description below. You need to learn how to shoot. Speaking in front of a camera can be intimidating. You know, when you have another human being in front of you, it's easy because you're used to it. But when there's no one there and it's just a camera, you can lose confidence in speaking. Learning how to shoot also involves lighting, audio sound, gear setting, decoration. Now comes the fun part. You need to learn how to edit videos. I was completely shocked when I started. It was crazy. I just couldn't do anything. It probably took me a month to learn how to edit, and it still wasn't good enough. Nowadays, it takes me about 10 to 15 hours during the week to edit one video of 10 minutes. And finally, you need to create a system around which you can upload video consistently at least once a week, alongside with a full-time job, kids, your partner, and your social life. Now, after hearing all of this, if you still want to start a YouTube channel, I'm impressed. Because there's a lot to cover, and these are brand new skills, it can be overwhelming. That's why I suggest learning it through a course. I don't care who you decide to do it with, just make sure that you pick someone that has skin in the game. It has to be someone that has done it for a long time and knows what he's doing. Do not pick those who got to 1 million views after uploading 1 or 3 or 10 videos. They were just lucky that day the algorithm were on their side and they got where they got. But realistically, the chances that happens are so slim, so don't rely on that. Pick someone that's done it consistently over a long period of time and that has seen the growth, that have gone through the trenches and seeing all sides of YouTube. I took a course with Ali Abdal. The course is called the Part-Time YouTube Academy. The name came from the fact that Ali did YouTube while having a full-time career. I consider him as one of my role models just because he's one of those few people who will stick at something for a long time just to see what happens. This guy did it while being a full-time medical student, then while being a full-time doctor, without having prior knowledge about all the skill aside above. That requires a lot of dedication. He had to learn all of them, including editing. This guy deserved the status, the fame, and the money that he had amassed ever since starting YouTube because he has put in the work. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme that you're used to see. And if that's what you're after, you're watching the wrong channel. This is hard work of learning new skill and applying it to create something beautiful from zero idea to achieving something that's meaningful to you. This is a 4-week live courses where you get direct access to Ali, where he holds your hand to do those exercises so that you can improve those skills. The great news is you also get access to other teachers like Charlie Hooper, who owned Charisma on Comment, and Pat Flynn, who are both very successful on YouTube with, I think, somewhere around 5 million followers. So you can benefit from various approaches and perspectives that you can apply on your YouTube journey so that you can stack the deck on your favor. There's no point in investing in the courses if you know you're not going to put in the work. So by all means, save your money if you're one of those people. The reason I'm emphasizing this is because 30% of people who joined Ali's courses on the first week gave up just because they realized the amount of work that they had to do in order to create only one video. And another 10% drop off on the second week for the same reason. This is just to show you how hard and how difficult this is. You can sign up for the course on the link in the description below. I believe the best thing about YouTube is the journey. You get to witness a transformation of yourself from you being a professional doing marketing or sales or accounting to dabbling with creativity. You have to tap into a different side of you to pull this off. You will discover a creative side of you didn't know existed. You will consistently doubt yourself along the journey and ask yourself why you ever started in the first place. You will find out some of the things you thought about you weren't true, but it will be worth it. This was just my 2 cents. Subscribe for more. Thank you guys for watching. Cheers.